So you start recording. So everyone, you can start with your VMware. Plus, we need to use our assignment. So this is our VMware. So that one is common thing. Always we are using, and every day we are using that things. In our assignment number 4, if you check that one said adding storage. Storage means normally we are thinking that one is the hard disk. How to add hard disk in your computer. So there is some rules and regulation it's written in here. So let's start with new hard disks in our local computer. So this is our Ubuntu operating system. There is only one hard disk. How come you know? That one you can see, check it in here. You can see that one will be available. Only one hard disk is available. So that's only 20 GB hard disk. I want to add new hard disk. Think about you buy one new hard disk. That hard disk may be SSD, NVMe, whatever that one. You bought or you buy one new hard disk or you want to add in your computer. So for this is the logical system. So we need to click into the add button. No need to select anything. Just click into the add button. After then you can see lots of things or lots of features will be coming in here. All the hardware types will be showing in here. So I said we need to add hard disks. So select your hard disks. This one, select it. Now click into the next. I can see the said recommended is SCSI. So no need to change anything in here. By default, all is good. Next, I have to create new virtual disks. If you want, you can use that one, or if you want, you can use existing virtual disk. You can set anything, which one you prefer. But most of the cases, we are using our new virtual machine. So that one. After then, click into the next. So I don't want to add much more. Maybe in the instruction, they said we can add. They did not. Oh, okay. They said 5 GB. So I want to add 5 GB for my this hard disk. So now write down in 5. And I want to store virtual disk as a single file. I want to choose this one. Now click into the next. No need to change anything in here. Click into the finish. When you click into the finish, you can see there will be another hard disk will be shown. So click finish. Now you can see there is 2 hard disks. That means in your computer now 2 hard disks are available. Now press into the OK button. When you press OK button, then you can see these 2 hard disks will be showing in here. When you can see these 2 hard disks, that means you add new hard disks in your computer. That's it for the first part. First part means step 1, add a disk to your system. We did. Done for that part. Now let's come back in here. Find the logical name of disk. So we need to find out what is the logical name of that hard disk. Let's write down this command. Before that command, we need to turn on our operating system. So let's move in here again. Power on. Use power on in that operating system. And in the meantime, oh no, why? Okay, I don't want to do anything. This is the first time I can see this screen. Normally we cannot see that type of screen. But let me wait. What can I see? Maybe I add new hard disk. For this reason, I can see this message. So please wait in here. Let me check what will happen. Wait a second. Okay, everything is good. Now write down your username and password. No need to write down, actually. You write down only your password. I write down my password. Now I am to show you that a new hard disk add in my computer. So how come you can check it? There is one option in your GUI system in your Linux environment. That one will be show you. You can see your hard disk. So this is my computer now. Let's wait a couple of seconds. Yeah, now everything is good. Now click in this in the left side. This is the window Linux 24. So that screen is a little bit different than previous version. So click in this button in the left side. Click in here. Then you can see show all apps. Show apps. Then you can see this uh, this new box will be coming here. And in here, write down disk disk you can write down and you can say this is the disk. Disk means hard disk. Click in there. Then we can see, okay, I need to zoom it. Okay, let me zoom any zoom option. I cannot see zoom option. I cannot see any zoom option, but you can see there is two hard disks will be show. One is, okay, let me take a screenshot. Then it will be easy to I took this image and I to share another screen. That one is this. So can you see this screen? This one, the image file. Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could see the screen, but there's no another disk. I created one, but not the second one is shown there.
I'll check it. But can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see this one is the default screenshot, default hard disk, which one already available in my computer. But in here you can see that one is 21, but I add only 20 GB. Actually, when you add any virtual drive, any virtual number, for the partition purpose, for the installation purpose, they took sometimes more space, or maybe sometimes you can see less space. Exact figure, most of the time we cannot see in our hard disk specification. So for this reason, it shows 21. And in here, I add a new one. That one is 5, but you can see that one is showing is 5.4. Actually, that's not a good solution or not a good answer that how come the 0.4 is coming in here. It's actually for the partition purpose for the add hard disk space in the computer. They will show some another type of amount, but not most of the time you cannot see less than that one. Most of the time you can see more than 5 GB will be showing. We want to check some command. So using the command, we can see the exact figure will be shown. So Wint, maybe Wint, right? You said,
Yeah.
so you cannot see your hard disk, right?
Yes.
So I have to give you permission. So can you share your screen? Is it possible?
Sure.
Okay, can you share your screen, please?
Okay. I just restarted my
Wait.
virtual machine, so still logging in.
Okay. Take your time. Let me know when you are ready.
Sure. Should I stop the screen sharing or?
Okay, you can do that one. Then in the meantime, I have to do more thing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop that.
Okay, guys, give me 1 minute. I'll share my screen. I need to change some settings for the third-party software, which one I have to use now. Okay, now it's ready to work. Let me share my screen. Okay, host is there. Reclaim. Share it. Share my this one, and VMware. Okay. Awesome. Now you can see I share three things. Okay, this one is our PuTTY or third-party software, which one I am using always for the writing any command. You can do everything in your command prompt. Command prompt means in the terminal, go to the terminal, right click anywhere and click on the opening terminal, and you can write anything in the terminal. That environment is good, and this environment will also be good. I always prefer to use this one because in that place, we can write down smoothly and we can do our work very smoothly. So I always like to use this environment. So your choice, if you want, you can choose. If you don't want, no need to choose this one. So now let's start. So in the instruction, they said write down sudo ls hw space -c disk. So what can we see? Write down that command. So write down sudo ls hw and -c and disk. Okay, they want password. I want to write down my password. When I write down this command, then it will be show all of the commands of my computer. Every hard disk information will be showing in here. This is the disk 0. That one is showing disk 0 means which one I add in my computer first time. So that disk number is called disk 0. You can see the size is in here, it shows 20 GB, but in the bracket, it shows 21 because though I'm using 20 GB hard disk, but they said it's actually cumulative or add some more spaces and it makes 21. And another thing, when you set your hard disk, first hard disk name always be shown like this way, /dev/sda. This is the hard disk name in our Linux environment. In our Windows environment, it's C drive, D drive like that way. In here, it's called SDA, SDB, SDC like that way. So another hard disk I add in my computer, that one is adding as a disk number 1. And if you check it in my computer, I can see that one is showing 5 GB. But there is something more in here, so that one is in the bracket. And another thing, the logical disk name is SDB. So first hard disk always start with SDA. Second hard disk start with SDB. This is the way actually it will be show the hard disk informations. Now let's write down another command. All the commands are written in here. That one lsblk. Only write down lsblk. No need to write down all the thing. lsblk. So that one will be gist of your, all the things will be showing in here of your computer hard disk information using that one. So we can see there are lots of loop will be showing in here. Loop 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 until 10. Sometimes you can see more, sometimes you can see less. So what is the loop? This loop also be one type of storage space for your operating system running purpose. That spaces are used from your hard disk. So as a result, it shows like this way. And I'm using SD hard disk. This is the first hard disk. That one is 20 GB. But you can see that divided into two parts. One is SDA 1, another one is SDA 2. SDA 1 is why divided into two parts? Because I use 20 GB, but it shows actually 21 GB. So as a result, in here, one part is 20, another part is rest of thing will be showing in here. And the new hard disk, this is the new hard disk, 5 GB. Maybe you need to take this screenshot. Let me check. Okay, they did same thing. Step 2. Okay, let me check in the instruction. Maybe you need to take this screenshot. Screenshot of the output of lsblk command showing your device partition layout. So this is the first screenshot. So you need to take this one as a first screenshot from in here. until in here. If you want, you can use putty. If you want, you can use your Linux terminal. That means in here, you can do that one. Both are showing same thing. Which one you prefer, you can choose. So this is your first screenshot. Now, second screenshot, there is 3 screenshot actually. So let's move into the next step. Then we can see the second screenshot. Okay, now okay, we did this part. Okay, step 2 is done. Now they said, create a partition on the disk. So we already add another hard disk, another SD. In here, we are saying this is the second hard disk, SDB. So when you add, we need to format it. So how to format it? So there is one command called fdisk. Using the fdisk, it's formatted. So for that one, we need to write down sudo fdisk format disk. Which one we want to format? Dev and SDB. Sorry, B. We need to write down that one. Make sure this is your SDB is your second hard disk. You can check in here. Make sure this one is your second hard disk. Sometimes we can see when you add any new hard disk, that hard disk name will be shown like as SDA. Like this one will be showing in here. I don't know why it's happened. And in last semester, I saw some people when they're working or when they add new hard disk, they saw that the hard disk name is SDA. So make sure you need to write down fdisk command for your new hard disk, not the previous one. Because in the previous one, you are now working, you cannot delete that part. You need to format your new hard disk. Thank you, and genius you are. So now let's write down this command and let me check what will happen. Press enter. When I write down this command, then I can say welcome to fdisk utilities of a Linux environment. This is the version. So if you need any help, so write down M. M for helping purpose we need to use. Or if you need any other things, you can use that part. So let's write down first. Okay, if you go to the instruction, in the instruction, you can see same email, same message will be showing in there. They said you can type aim to see all available options. If you write down in here aim, then we can see which option we need to use for our next step. Everything will be showing in here. But we need to partition. For the partition, we need to use n, this one. So we need to write down n. So you can see command, we need to write down n. I write down n, press enter. Then you can see 2 types of will be showing. One is primary, another one is extended. So which one we need to choose? We need to choose, if you are not write down anything, by default, it will be select primary. Or if you want to write down in here primary, then P. Anything is work, write down P or nothing. It's worked like as a primary one. When you can see this screen, we need to set partition number. Only one partition we want to do. So by default, if you are not write anything, then that one will be showing 1. So let's write down 1, press enter. And this is the first sector. You can see the default sector will be showing in here. So in that case, default sector, if you want, you can write down something. If you don't want, no need to write down anything. So press enter. Then another thing is coming, last sector. We don't need to change anything. Press enter. Now you can see create a new partition 1 Linux and of size is 5 GB. So that one is now done for us. Now we need to write down another command. We need to save that part. How to save? If you want to check in here, there is one command W. Yeah, Write table to disk and exit. So we need to save our hard disk partition and we need to write down and we need to save it and exit from this window. So write down W, press enter. Then you can see the partition table has been altered. Calling IOCTL to read partition table, syncing disk. So that one is matching with our one. So done for the partition. So let's move into in our screenshot. Check it. They said screenshot of your output of DAs. So we don't need to do right now. So let's, okay, done for step 3. Now let's move into the step number 4. Formatting the partitions. Now we need to format that partitions. So for the format of partitions, we need to write down this command, and this command is showing sudo mks -t ext devs. So that one. So you can copy this command and you can just paste in here. Both are same thing. If you want, you can do. Guys, give me 5 minutes. I'll be back. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Give me 5 minutes. Now it's 7:03. I will be back 7:08.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, guys, back again. So I back a little bit, 1 minute, 2 minutes ago. Okay, let's start. So I copy another command, and that command is formatting the partition. When you format your partition, now now we need to do that. One is our Linux way we need to format it. So that one is command is this ext4 extension 4. This one is based on our hard disk, and that one is Linux environment partition mode. Like as our Windows, we are using NTFS format. So in here we are using extension 4, ext4. Now press enter. Now you can see that one is now partitions, and all the things will be showing lots of information. This is the partition um, software or packages they use in our hard disks. And finally, actually, they allocated the groups tables, inode, journal. Everything is now work. You can see both are almost same, but some messages, some partition block will be changed because that's my computer. Now let's move into the step number 5. Let's create one folder in our local hard disk SDA. After then, that folder will be connect with our new hard disk. So for that one, we need to create mkdir and backups. I create one folder backups using that one, or if you want, you can move any specific directory. After then, you can create that folder. So I create one folder or directory. That one is backups. Let me check what is that one. I write down ls. Now I can see backups will be showing in here. So backups directory is available in here. Now I want to give the that directory will be access for our new hard disk. So I want to copy this command, or if you want, you can write down that things. It's easy to copy paste. Sudo mount, this is your new hard disk, and I want to give the permission this disk, this specific folder for this disk. When you save anything, that one will be saved in this hard disk. So now press enter. When you cannot see anything, that means everything work perfectly. Now let's write down lsblk. We already used this command before. Now you can see this is your hard disk, which one we add in our computer. But when you format it, when you partition it, now it's changed the name, and that name is SDB1. If you little bit move and check first command of lsblk, you can see this is the SDB, and this one is the hard disk. Just it shows the hard disk. Now I format it, partition it. Now I can see this one is new hard disk name, as well as you can see this folder is work for this hard disk. So that means when you want to save in this folder anything, that one will be directly work for the second hard disk, automatically save into the second hard disk. So normally always everything save in your local hard disk in here, but when you want to save in backup directory, it will be stored in that disk. Now let's there is one command they write down. Let's write down another type of command. Give me one sec. Okay, we can see that things now. We need to give the permission of our disk. That one is, you can see it's write and use lsla to see what permission of your directory look like. Let's check what type of partition is in my hard disk. ls-la, and we can see we create this one, and this is a drive, and you can see this one is using the root user. So when you use the root user, that user, you cannot access all types of things in there. So that means you cannot use for your username or your group name. So you need to give permission or change the permission to root to your username. So for that one, let's change it. write down sudo, copy this one, and use your username instead of this Ali. So what is the first username? So first one is called username. So I am using my username. After then colon, that one is called your group name. Which one your group name? This is your username. When you create any files folder, automatically it will be your username and your group. That one will be shown. But when you cannot select that one, so we need to write down change ownership. I need to give the permission change ownership to that user. That user can access this root instead of root. Now it will be changed with the above object. And this is the folder, and also change mode to the this is the number. Give more permission for the backups. Now press enter. Now press enter. I can see it's work perfectly, but let me check what is the change. Using the ls space la, let me check what is change. In the backup, I can see now, previously it was root. Now I can see it shows above. If you want, you can check in here. It shows root. But now it shows my username. So I can use easily. I can move in there. I can create anything in there. Let's try to move in that folder. Write down cd, write down backups. Press enter, write down ls. I can see some lost and found files. That one is automatically stored in here. Ignore that things. Let's create one folder, mkdir and test dir. Let me check we can create any file or folder in there. Let's press enter. I can see I can create one folder. Let me write down ls. You can see that test dir is directory is automatically created now. If you want to create any file, write down task, write down test dir. Under that, I am to create new file. That file name is test file. You can create your file like this way. Task is one type of command. Using the task, you can create any files and folder in your Linux environment. Let me check ls. Sorry, ls. We can see the test drive in here. If you want to check in details of your test drive, you can write down like this way, lsla and test drive. You can see we create one file under this test drive. You can see this is the test file. Will be showing in there. Now let's move into our root user. So for the root user, you can write down cd and press enter, then you will be come back into in your home user, not root. So sorry, that one is home user. So I did one thing. First, I mount it. Mount means you give the permission to our hard disk using the mount, and this hard disk is used that directory. And when you save anything, that one will be saved in that place. The mount command is use the sharing permission. Now I want to unmount. Let me check what will happen. Write down sudo unmount and your hard disk name. I write down unmount. Unmount means I don't want to use that one. So what will be happen? Press enter. Did I write anything on sudo unmount command not? Oh man, I write down umount, not un. Sorry. Actually, umount means unmount. I don't want to use. So I run it and check it your files using the ls blk. Now you can see the drive is available, but they cannot access any directory right now. So that means when you mount, you can use any specific drive or any specific disk. When you unmount, that drive will be unmount or exit from your computer. So this is the one type of command. You can mount and unmount. Now let's do one more thing. Automatic mounting of the storage volume at boot. So when you start your computer, that one automatically start with mounting. Okay, let me check one more thing. Okay, so now when you restart your computer, you cannot see that things in your hard disk. So for that one, we need to write down some command. So here is the instruction. So that one is, this is the command. We need to go our boot system. So we need to go to the fstep file. So go there, write down sudo nano, B will be capital, and W write, we need to write something in there, and etc fstep. Press enter, then you can see there will be two lines. These two lines are active, these all the lines are inactive. So we need to add this type of message in our that drive in here. So let me copy this one. So I copy it and move in here. Now write down that command in here, end of the page. And we need to check some spaces in between there. Dileon, please let me know before finish the class. I will give you the attendance. Don't worry. Okay, guys, give me 1 minute. Okay, now let's write down Dave and Dave SDB home. It's not Ali. We want to set our username instead of Ali. We need to write down in here my username. And backups, we create folder extension for default, and this is the hard disk number 2. This one is the primary hard disk first, this one is the secondary hard disk we want to set, and this one is the folder. That folder will be always try to use for our accessing purposes. So I copy this command from in here and I paste under there. Okay, now when you write down this one, now save it. How come you can save? Use the Control plus AS, Control AS, then that file will be saved, and use the Control X, then that file will be closed. So write down that things, Control AS and Control X. Again, if you want to go, you can check it. This is the file. We write down, copy from our instruction this line and change our username in here. And that username, give me 1 second. Okay, and that username, which on your computer, write down that one in here. After then save it. Save means Control plus AS. After then use the exit button, Control X. I write down that. So when you do this one, okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, now let's move the instruction. So I write down, save it. Now write down this command, sudo mount A. So let's copy this one and write down that one, sudo mount A. Press enter. They said mount has been modified, but system still uses the old version, use systemctl daemon reload to reload. So sometimes Now, when you write down this one, you cannot see any message. If you cannot see, that means that's good. But if you can see any message, so they suggest you please write down this type of command. Always do that one. Otherwise, it's not working perfectly. So I copy this one, paste in here. Maybe for that one, we need to use the sudo. Okay, without sudo, I can do. Now write down the password. Which password you can see you already use in your computer, and that one you can use. So when you are doing, you can see sometimes this message will become, it's not always be showing like this way, but sometimes we can see. So give me 1 minute. I want to save that command because this is the first time I can see this message. I never see this type of message before. So I want to save in my computer. Okay, now when you did this one, now we need to check the next command. Let's create one lab folder, lab 2 folder we want to create, and that one will be in the backups. That one will be access to backup. So let me copy this one. Copy it. Let paste in here. Press enter. Okay, lab 2 is not available in my computer. They said no problem. Let's create lab 2 folder. The lab 2 folder, how come you can create mkdir and write down lab 2. It's created. Now use the previous command, use your up arrow key. Then you will move into the up arrow and you can see the previous command. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I cannot see some command in my computer. Okay, that one CD backups, I can move in there. Okay. So I create one folder. This one I created, and after then I copy. Okay, let me press the copy. So that one is now work. I have to save it because sometimes I can say something work perfectly, sometimes not work perfectly. For this reason, I have to change something. Okay, now move into the backup folder. Write down CD and backups. Write down CD and write down BA. Then automatically will be show. Press enter. Now write down ls-la. We can see the lab2 folder will be under the backup, but we create lab2 in another place. Now I copy that lab2 folder in here and I can see the lab2 folder will be showing in there. If you create more folder, you can see that things. Now write down another command df, which one I need one screenshot. When you write down df-s, then you can see your hard disk will be show. This is the second hard disk, which one you already use for your working purposes. And the first hard disk also be showing in here. Both hard disks you can see. Sometimes you can see more command. It's not a big deal. I need to know. You can see the SDA and SDB1. These two things you can see. And most important part, that one is showing as backup. Because few minutes ago, we unmount, you mount, and in that time, we cannot see this path. Now I set in the boot system and I can see that path will be set for our new hard disk. So this is another screenshot for your assignment part. So please take this screenshot and submit it to the assignment section. Okay, now let's move into the next. Okay, we already finished all the things. So we need to, this is the DFAs, that part. We need to show this one. And number 3, a copy of your etc stuff file showing that your storage volume is configured mounted on startup. So another one, you need to show this command. When we write down this command. So that means, let me show you again. So you need to take a screenshot of this one and you need to select this one. So that means you write down that one and take a screenshot, paste in your report. So we need 3 screenshots. First one is LSBLK, first LSBLK. Second one, DF-S, that on your hard disk, all the information will be showing. And another one, when you write down in the F step, in there, add your second hard disk, and you can see your second hard disk information. That one I need to show. Okay, only these 3 screenshots I need for the assignment number 4. It's very easy. It's finished. If you want, if you agree, then I have to do the next another assignment. Are you agree?
Can you repeat that again, teacher, please?
Yes, please.
Can I continue with another assignment? Assignment 5?
No, 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 no.
Okay, it's very easy one. How it's finished within few seconds. Actually, when I have to do this lab in person, it's impossible to finish in one day. But we are doing online, so it's finished actually. Okay, let's do some more. Do something. That one is. Can you see my PDF file?
Yes.
Okay. This is our lecture, today's lecture actually, exploring hardware. So we did not use these things right now. We use already LSBLK. Using the LSBLK, you can see your all the information of your hard disks, details information. How many spaces, where is your hard disk, how many percentage gigabyte, all the things will be showing like this way. This is one hard disk, this is a second hard disk, and this is the spaces, this is the spaces. All the things will be showing using the LSBLK command. Fdisk, we use that one for the format of our hard disks. MKFS, that one is used for our Linux. That one is format, and sorry, Fdisk, this one we are using for the our partition purposes. DF, you want to get some more report from your hard disk, you can use the DF or DU. And it is a step we use for our, if you want to set any specific location in our startup time, you can use the F step. That file, in there you can write down that any specific folder name or directory name, then it will be always be work like as a startup works. And there are more commands also be available. You can practice this type of command. Oh, that one is also be finished. Okay, we did not write down the first command /dev. Let's write down /dev. What will happen? Our assignment is finished. Okay, so out of assignment, we are doing the class. Class means our, what can I say? That one is called our lab slide, from the slide. Okay, let's use the /dev. So dev is one type of folder or directory. Basically, we are saying that's the directory. Under the directory, lots of files and folders are available. Now let me ls and dev/dev. Then you can see this all the files and folders are available in that dev folder or directory. If you write on ls-la and /dev, and you can see which one is directory, which one is file. Based on that one, we can see. Like D means directory. There is some C will be showing. That one is used for the automatic or for the system purposes used, that files. Sometimes you can see L. L means this is the link file. This one is also be link file. You can see the arrow sign also be showing. And sometimes you can see start with the B that are working for the disk, and it's indoor looping purpose used for networking purpose, for hard disk purpose, different types of, that one is for B. And I am looking for hyphen. Okay, I cannot see any hyphen. All are different types of system files. For this reason, we cannot see any hyphen. Let me write down ls-la. Okay, there no, or let me write down test directory. Okay, we can see one hyphen in there. Starting time. First letter is hyphen. If you can see any letter is start with hyphen, that means this is the file. So maybe that file has any extension, maybe not. So which one you prefer, you can say it, but based on our work, normally we always set our file extension when you write down any command. So when I create this file, there is no extension. But if you want to create one file, like you want to create file using the task, basically we are creating any file. Write down task and write down in here. Let's write down test.txt. I write down test.txt. Okay, I have to create under the test directory. Let me create in there. Test directory / test.txt. So I create one file. Let me check. Actually, I create in there. You can see test.txt. I create another file. So these are the command how you can create file. And if you want to create another place, this is the place I want to create this file. And you can see this is the file extension with file extension. But in that file, there is no extension. And when you want to check anything written in your file, what is written in your file, you want to know, you want to check it, you can write down cat and the file name. So let me think about this test file. Okay, in the test.txt, I can see there is nothing. So as a result, I cannot see anything. Cat is command. If anywhere is written anything, that one will be showing here. Let me show you one file, which one we use in our lab purposes, and we write down something in our lab. That file name is fstub. Fstub, where is the fstub? In here. We write down something in here. So let's check that one. Write down cat and the file name. So I write down this is the command. Now you can see all the things that are written in my that particular this file, all the lines. So I'm not in the etc folder. I'm in my local computer, the home directory and backup directory. And I can write from anywhere to any place. So this is the interesting thing in our command prompt, in our terminal, in our CLI prompt. So you can write down cat, you can check it. What about the file information? But in here, you can see there is no file extension. I write down in here one extension, in here no extension. Most of the cases, system files don't have the extension. Some files has extension, but that one is hide. We cannot see. So these are the all the commands for our today's class. So next week, okay, can you see my Blackboard? Guys, can you see my Blackboard?
No, the Blackboard, not.
No, we only see the
No.
PDF.
Okay, thank you. So my Blackboard, where is my Blackboard? Blackboard. Yes, I got it. Thank you. So next week, we have one quiz. Maybe. Yes, next week we have another quiz number 2. And there is no more assignment in next week. So we'll just discuss about our some theory portion, and we'll discuss about our midterm, and you will do quiz. So next week we'll finish. Our class will be a little bit early. Okay. So we want to do quiz 2 in next week. No more assignment in next week, because assignment 5 in after the break, after the reading week, we'll do that one. No more in this week, next week. Okay. And week 7, you have a midterm. You need to log in and you need to turn on your camera. Any question, guys? Regarding anything, we'll discuss. Otherwise, give me 1 sec.